Hello, and welcome to another episode of MightyHigh's World. This is episode 113, and we start this episode off at our witch farm again, because I've been doing a bit more AFK here, not much, probably about half hour since the last time I AFK'd, but we do have quite a lot of redstone, which is the main resource out of this farm I'm actually looking for. So if I open my inventory, we have almost two and a half stacks of redstone and four pieces of redstone dust there. So that's quite a lot of redstone for a single player world. So that should go pretty far, but I will start AFKing here quite often so we've got more, because it does depend on the redstone projects we do, depending on how much we need. But that's by the by really, so let's just go down and show you how much other resources we've been collecting since the last time. And you can note I've added a few more chests, and I'm getting attacked as well by the looks of things, but yeah. Oh, that's just the witches falling again, isn't it? So in these two chests, I think you've seen them, but I've taken all the redstone out but left everything else in there. Then we've got a couple more chests down here as well. I've added a few more since then. We do actually need some kind of sorting system for all this, but I'm not sure if we could do it in today's episode. I might do, but I'll see how far we get, to be fair with you. So in this chest we've got quite a few items still, and then in this chest I think is empty. Yes, it is. So let's go down to the bottom 3 chests, or maybe more, because I've added a few more. That's got nothing in. I don't think this one has. Oh, it does. So we've got quite a lot of gunpowder in there, loads of sticks, because sticks are just inevitable with this kind of farm. We are getting quite a bit of gunpowder and bones, which is a bit of an annoyance, but I think I'm just going to leave it, to be fair, because it's not too much compared to all the other drops we're getting. I mean, gunpowder is from the creepers as well, but it doesn't really matter, to be fair. So in this chest is what we've got. In this chest we've got it full again, full of loads of different items. And then the bottom chest, if I can reach it, is the same again. And we haven't got any more redstone apart from that, I don't think. Apart from them two there. So let's just chuck that in there, and that's it. So that's all the items we're getting from this farm. As you can see, it's quite a lot of items for me just AFKing a few hours. I think it's probably only been 2 or 3 hours and we've got all that already. So that's pretty good. And I've also been busy at our Halloween area. Yes, I know this video is going out after Halloween, but I still want to try and get it sorted out. So why don't we fly over to there, and while I do that, I'll show you a time lapse of what I've been up to. back, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and this is what we've got. So it may not look like much, but it definitely took a lot of time to do. I mean, yeah, I kind of ran out of mossy cobblestone at the end, so I couldn't really do what I wanted to. Plus, this block is just too much of a grind to even bother with half the time, to be fair. Although I am right next to a jungle, it is still too much of a grind to actually use properly. I know I've done loads of grindy projects in this world, but that block there is just one that I do not like. I like the look of it, I just don't like collecting it. So that's why there's not as much around here, to be fair, but I hope you guys like what I've done with the place. I've got loads of stairs here, so we could make it a game, like try to get up the stairs without hitting one of the cobwebs, because I've literally plastered them everywhere. As you can see, I'm even finding it hard to run around here. So I quite like this design where it's like spooky, scary kind of thing, but also really annoying as well, which is kind of what you want in a Halloween build, or at least I do anyway. So this is what we've got here. Going up, we've got some mossy cobblestone, the bane of my life, all around here, which I quite like, to be fair. It kind of adds a bit more atmosphere to the place. So what do you guys think of it? Put it down in the comments below, because I'm pretty happy about this. Well, it should be. It took long enough, but yeah, especially collecting these things. They're quite annoying to find as well. But luckily I've got enough of them to come around. Probably need a few more cobwebs on these stairs here, because it's a bit easy to get up, but I'll leave it for now. And then up here I've plastered them around, so it's kind of cool to get up here, but also really annoying, like these bits here. I probably shouldn't have done that, so let's get rid of you. Yeah, that'll do. And then we're pretty much at the top here. So I haven't really done much at the top apart from put a few more cobwebs around the place. So I put a few in the pumpkin patch and around in the garden, but that's about it. And I haven't done anything else to the cave system as well we've got in here. So I think we need to sort that one out today. So I plan to have a redstone door here, so we can't see this entrance, going into the cave, which we done last episode. And I keep hearing that zombie, but I don't know where he's coming from. There must be some kind of hole in the wall there spawning in, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. And then we've got our massive end portal here with the skull on the actual cliff edge. So in today's episode, I would like to try and finish this project off. What we need to do is we need a redstone door up there to get in as a secret entrance, and then another door up over there as the secret entrance, and then we can just use this to fly in. I was planning on putting some redstone in the eyes of this skull, but unfortunately, me being me, I haven't left myself any room, and I don't really want to knock into this skull either, so I think I'm going to leave this idea for a different project somewhere along the lines, but I'm not entirely sure when. So yeah, that's what I've been up to over here. So if we fly back up here, and oh no, I don't want to go to sleep yet, do I? Because I do want to catch some phantoms as well. So I need to wait for them to spawn, which is probably in the next couple of nights, because I've slept recently, so they may not spawn tonight, but they might spawn at the next night. So why don't I go grab some redstone supplies and start on these doors? Oh yeah, and another thing is that if we go through this nether portal, I'm not entirely sure where it's going to lead me, because I did actually, yeah, it's taking me back here. Basically, creeper must have gone through the nether portal and it basically exploded the portal, which is right over here. So that's probably why it's linking to my base portal, because it's not lit, which is a kind of annoying. So I need to find flint and steel as well, and also go back to the swamp and get all my redstone. So let's get my redstone first. and I'm fairly certain I can find a flint and steel over there as well. Alright, so I haven't located my redstone box yet, so I'm fairly certain it's either at my original base or still at the Halloween project, because it's definitely not at the swamp. But first things first, as you see here, this is the nether portal to the Halloween project, and a creeper blew up here, so they must have managed to get through the portal somehow. So I'm hoping this will still transfer me to where I need to go, so let's hope it does. And it does bring us out where we need to go, so that's all good. So that's the first thing sorted. So the next thing is finding my redstone box, which it looks like it's actually down here. And if it is the case, yep, it is. Cool. So let's grab that and fly away, because all these mobs are still around. Ah! Right in front of the creeper. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, let's get up here. I'm actually surprised that no mobs are spawning up here, especially when I wasn't really paying attention to the actual light level, but I'm actually glad they're not spawning here, so that's all good. I still can't sleep tonight because I need to watch for phantoms. So I think we can get started on, let's get started on this one, shall we? So yeah, so the idea for this is that we're going to have a redstone door that will open and close at will. So maybe we'll have a button around here somewhere which will open the door, and then a few seconds later it will close it. So I do need to I do need to make myself a tiny bit of space, so let's get rid of them quickly. I've got no room in my inventory, what a surprise. And then just dig out some space here so we can actually build this thing. Luckily I should have enough room to do this, but I'm not entirely sure. So let's dig out some space and get some redstone sorted, and I'll show you guys what I've been up to. Alright, so we've pretty much got the redstone for our first door sorted out. So our first door is going to be the drop chute that drops you down. So we've got some water down there. If we can just break this block, you'll see there's water down there to stop you from dying of full damage, and this is the extent of the redstone we need. So we've got a double piston extender, and that we're using slime blocks for this as well, so let's just add another one there. So I'm using the slime blocks to move the dirt on the top around, basically. So that's pretty much it. So we've got this piston on 2 ticks, this piston on 4 ticks, and then no ticks for this one. So this is how it works. So if we press this button here, it will extend for a bit and then retract. But if we didn't have this torch here, then it would be open like that, and then we could just press a button to close it, and or vice versa. So I'm doing it the opposite way with this torch, so it's constantly on. Then I'm powering this block to unpower this torch that then unpowers all this to actually let you in. So the only thing I need to add is an actual pulse extender, which are pretty easy to make. So if we just grab some comparators, a pulse extender, I probably need to make a tiny bit more room, but basically a pulse extender is a comparator facing that way and a comparator facing that way. If we get rid of this button, we can add 2 bits of redstone there and 2 bits of redstone there, and then we can have our redstone signal going into this line here. So we can actually add some redstone going up here, I guess, just to make it look a bit more hidden. Then we can get rid of that. Or actually, maybe if we get rid of that instead, and we can add a block there, then a block there, and then redstone dust there, and then we can have our button on that block there. So if we just, that's not what I wanted to do. If we get up here again, if we can, there we go, and then we can get rid of that bedrock. Do I have a button on me still? Apparently not. Where did that button go? My inventory is full of rubbish at the moment. Let's put you back. Where did that button go? It's around here somewhere, and I need to finding it hard to get in here now. Come on, let me in. Let me in. Anyway, let's do that. So if we put a button on there, no, a button on there, and then this is our door here. So if we've got some dirt there, and all around here it's obviously going to be covered up, so I think like that, hopefully this should work. So if we press this button, floor goes down and then it goes up again. So that's enough time, is it? Just about enough time to get out. I think that will do. We could extend the pulse a bit more if we wanted to. So if we just fly up here again. What is going on with that glitch? I'm trying to fly through the nether portal, but it doesn't want to let me do that. So if we go down up here again, let's just break these blocks quickly. So we can actually get through, that is. And then we add another pulse here. So one there and one there, if I can place it. Yep. And then we can break into this and that. And then we can add a bit more redstone there, there and there. Oh, I've got one more block I need to place. There we go. So that's all the redstone sorted, I think. Let's try and get back up here. And then we press that button again. It should be more than enough time to actually get out. Is that? Okay. It's enough time, yes, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? I think if we add a block there, maybe? Let's try that. And it doesn't want to work, does it? Of course it doesn't, because it's not getting power to that one. So that's obviously not going to work, is it? I think it's there. From memory, anyway. Is that going to work? Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Right, so that's long enough to get it up and down anyway, I think. So then we could just replace that, I guess. I don't think it's worth really bothering under here too much, to be fair with you. I think we've got everything sorted, so we can grab our redstone box back. So that's our first door done. I think the second door is going to be easier than this, in all fairness. So let's just replace these blocks, and you wouldn't even realise the door's here unless you saw this button. So I might actually change that for dirt as well, to be fair. It's probably a good idea, isn't it? Just so it's a bit harder to see. So if we press this button, door opens, we can then drop down. And I took a tiny bit of fall damage then, but nothing too substantial. And the door closes again. So that's our first door, ladies and gentlemen, which is quite easy. I'm sure anyone can build that if they wanted to. And look at that weird glitch. Like, that is odd. And I'm flying. So, yeah, anyway. So the next door is down here, which is probably just going to be a double piston door. I don't think it's going to be too hard. We do need to give ourselves a bit of room to move in though. So let's dig some room out and then see how we're going to make this door, I guess. Alright, so this door's a lot easier than the last one we made, although it took me longer to build, which is a bit odd. I just got a bit confused about the redstone, but it's all done now, and this is all the redstone you need. So 2 comparators for the comparator extender, or decay clock, whatever you guys want to call it. And then that's leading into this redstone torch, which is powering these pistons constantly. So if we press this button here, over here, it depowers it powers this, but because this redstone torch is powered, it will then unpower this redstone torch, unpowering this redstone, letting you through. So that's how I've done that, and then I've just enclosed it like that. So I think that looks pretty cool. And then we've got a button to go in, and there's definitely enough time to actually enter the place, even if you did get stuck on these cobwebs. So yeah, so that's our second door done now, and I'm pretty happy about that. So that's pretty much all the redstone we need to do. And see what I mean about that glitch? It's a bit annoying, but oh well. So yeah, so that's the redstone done. Let's just go and grab our redstone stuff again, which I've left down here because I'm an idiot. So let's just fly down here and grab this box full of redstone goodness. and then we can wait until our phantoms arrive. So it's now night time, and I'm hoping this is the night we actually get some phantoms spawning, but I'm not too hopeful at the moment. So let's stay here and hope that we get some phantoms spawn, but it might actually be in the next night, so I might have to do a bit more AFK, which sounds like it's going to be that way, because I thought it was thought it was on the third night that they spawn, but it might actually be 3 nights in itself before they spawn. So let's just wait here a minute or two, and if nothing spawns, then we'll have to wait another day. And it looks like that might be the case. Okay. Fair enough. So let's stay AFK here for a while, and then we can hopefully get some phantom spawn. So as the sun is setting, I thought it was probably a good idea to get something set up so we can actually catch these phantoms. So I've got a little janky setup here, basically just a load of blocks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place, not a torch, I'm going to place some boats on top of these blocks, so I'm hoping that as the phantoms swoop up to try and kill me, that they will actually get caught in these boats, and then we can move them from there. The only problem with that is I do actually need some name tags, so let's take a quick trip to our base to get some name tags, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, so I've been here pretty much all night. As you can see, the sun is rising, my boats are still there, and no phantoms have spawned. I did hear some phantoms at my base when I was getting some name tags. As we can see here, I've got a few name tags here, but none have spawned over here, so I'm just assuming it's the mob cap, like all these mobs here, but let's hope. The sun's up. Oh, that's a bummer. We're going to have to wait until next night then, by the looks of things, although this episode is getting on a bit as it is, so I really don't want to wait another episode, in all fairness, but we have got quite a lot done today. So we've managed to get this cliff sorted out, and we've done a bit of redstone, so I suppose that's quite a lot today's episode. So I think, unfortunately, I'm going to leave it there for now. So thank you very much for watching. My name is MightyHigh. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been MightyHigh, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.